Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome to my YouTube video. Do you want to learn about how to be more confident on camera? Stick around. Okay, you do not want to be that. So let me show you how. Being more comfortable on camera is definitely not easy. I used to teach acting in my 20s for years, and I directed all of these plays before I got into the video marketing world. And so I got the chance to work with a lot of folks who had a very hard time knowing how to be comfortable on stage and in front of the camera. And I just want to teach you some of that stuff. I have 2 tips that you can follow every single time before you go on camera. Make sure that you really feel comfortable out there and that you're connecting with people. Before we get into it, I would really love you to smash the like button on this video if you're getting value here, and subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified every time that we post a new video. Okay, so there's 2 tips. Make sure that you stick to the end so you can hear them both, because they're both extremely important. So the first tip is objective. I actually have a whole process. I'm gonna make another YouTube video about this soon, a whole process for planning out how to deliver more scripted stuff better based on objectives. But I think that the big point I want to get across is that your objective is the main thing. We often talk a lot about, I want to know what to do with my hands, and I don't like that my face looks funny, and I wonder what people think of me, and like all of this stuff. And really, it's not about that. It's what you're trying to do in your video content. When you're in a Facebook Live, or you're making a YouTube video, or a Facebook video, or whatever it may be, if you want to be more comfortable on camera, you have to focus less on the output and more on being in the present moment. So the first tip I have is objective. A lot of times when I was teaching acting classes, for example, I remember there was a time when I was directing this play. I think I was 24 years old, 25 years old, I don't know, something like that. And it was this play where I had this young actress. She had to basically sweep the floor from one side of the floor to the other side of the floor. And as she was sweeping the floor, I noticed that was not how people sweep the floor. So she was not sweeping the floor, she was acting like she was sweeping the floor. Why would you act like you sweep the floor? That's a dirty floor. What ended up happening is that I spoke to her and I said, "Hey, Jessica, are you sweeping the floor right now, or are you pretending to sweep the floor?" "Well, I'm pretending to sweep the floor." "Why?" "Well, because I'm in a play and I'm sweeping the floor." "But I don't believe you." We often talk about how actors don't feel realistic. You'll often see that when you're walking out of a movie theater and you'll say the acting was bad. And some people will be like, "Ugh, you're not even qualified to give that advice," when that conversation happens. But really what it comes down to is that what you've probably felt is that the actors were playing at their roles instead of playing in them. So what I want you to do when you're on camera is really do stuff. There's this great acting teacher, a very famous guy named Sanford Meisner, and he taught this technique, which basically came down to breaking down all of the barriers and walls in front of us, actually doing things and tackling our objectives. We have to think about what our objective is. So let's say you're getting on camera for 5 minutes, and the only thing that you need to be doing right now is talking to people about why they should buy your program. Let's just say it's some like health and fitness program that you're selling. And usually I would recommend providing as much value as possible before you're selling anything. But let's just say for these purposes, you've got 5 minutes to tell them how to actually purchase something. Or you've got 5 minutes to actually tell them to buy your program. You have to relentlessly pursue that objective. Put it in your mind as a verb. Articulate it. Even write it down on a piece of paper. Say, "I want to persuade you to buy my program because I know you feel lost." So that is an objective, because I can't just tell you about my program. That's not an objective. But if I am persuading you to buy my program, then I have an active verb. If you do nothing else, at least have an active verb that you're going for. Okay, so you go for this active verb, persuade, and all of a sudden, you might have, if you hadn't have done this work, you might have gone into this and you might have said, "Hey everybody, how's it going? What's up? How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. I have a new program. I just wanted to tell you about it." Basically, there's a few things involved. I hope you're excited as I am. I'm super excited about this. Okay, so that's what you would do if you were not relentlessly pursuing your objective. And you feel somewhat uncomfortable on camera, right? You will feel much more comfortable if you pursue the objective. So our objective here, our verb here, is to persuade. If we are going on this verb to persuade, it might be something more like this. "Hey everybody, thanks so much for being here. I am really excited about what I have here." How many of you are feeling completely lost? I know, I felt exactly the same way. I could not help it anymore. I had to design this thing. If you are feeling lost right now, if you are feeling, as I know many of you are because I talk to you all the time, if you are feeling I just really want to share this with you because I really think that it could absolutely change your life. Okay, now that was off the cuff. I don't know if that was any good, but I think you can definitely tell that I was actively persuading, and I felt more comfortable. I actually felt less comfortable right there when I was delivering the crappy version than the better version where I was actually pursuing the objective. And it was easier for me because I didn't have to think about what I looked like, what I sounded like. All I had to think about was, okay, I have got to persuade you. Come on, do this, get there, right? So going back to the sweeping the room story, all I told her was, all I want you to do, just sweep the floor. As you're walking across, just sweep the floor, please. Do not think about what you look like, how you sound, I do not care, just sweep the floor. And obviously it was much better. It was a much more real moment. We're searching for truth here, and people want to see truth. Okay, so my second tip for being more comfortable on camera is visualizing a single human being. I like to call this the dive bar exercise. Okay, so first you want to have your moment before. So you close your eyes right before you're going to get on camera, and you sort of do a little bit of a rehearsal. And picture yourself in a dive bar, sitting across the table, or maybe you're sitting at a bar next to another person. You're just going to have a conversation with one singular person. So it's not, hello. Now, if you were in a dive bar next to somebody and just talking to them, would you say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Hi. You would never talk to a single person that way. You feel uncomfortable because it's not true. Just talk to a single person, even if you're looking at a lens like I am right now. You close your eyes, visualize yourself. I want you to really feel it. What is the bar like under your hands? How does it feel on your fingertips? Are you sitting on a bar stool? How wide is it? And look over, who's that person that you see? And just say, hey, what's up? How's it going? And then just start telling them. I just came up with this program, and I'm pretty excited about it, actually. I've been doing it forever. I know that you've felt like this too. You felt like this before, right? You felt like you're sort of lost, like you wake up and you're like uncomfortable. Yeah, I've felt like that too. So, I mean, I made this thing, it helped me. I don't know, you should give it a shot. Like, if you're interested, I mean, this is really, really helpful. It could really, really help you out. I mean, it really made me feel a lot better when I woke up every morning. I know it would make you feel a lot better. Okay, so now I was talking to my friend at the bar. What's up? And so now all I need to do is bring that energy of talking to a singular person with that objective of persuasion in mind, speaking directly to the camera. That's it. And all you need to do is close your eyes, put yourself back in that space, see that one person across the table, and say, hey, what's up? How you doing? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're having a good day. So I'm just wondering, how are you? Like, what's up? How are you feeling today? Right? So you're just having a conversation. You will be so much more comfortable on camera if you get through all the gunk. A lot of people have gunk in front of them when they go to step up on camera. There's a way that they feel they need to act, but I want to release you from that. I want to release you from the need to have to cut through all that to get to the truth. Just slice it away. Visualize yourself, get simple. Visualize that moment, have your objective, pursue that objective. Okay, please let me know if this helps. Subscribe to this channel if you got value. I'm always delivering stuff like this. Hit that like button. I would love to hear from you in the comments too, if you have ever had specific issues on camera, or if there's anything else that you have found works for you, because it's a very personal thing. This is what works for me. This is what works for me in directing folks, but I'm very interested to hear what actually works from you. So thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.